Hello everybody, it's Judge's Free Time here, and today, well, actually I ordered this about a couple of days ago actually, but I got this God Morning or Good Morn or whatever it's called. I think they're trying to copy the Goodman's brand, to be fair, if there is a such thing. So what is this? Most of you in America already know what this is. It's called a coffee pot maker or coffee maker pot thing, whatever you call it. And yeah, most of you, well, one of you has actually said not to use my coffee machine because apparently it's not real coffee or whatever the fuck you said. So I thought, well, yeah, I've been meaning to get one of these anyway, but they have somewhat of a point while the police try and catch me. But yeah, everything has to happen when you're doing filming it. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, one person has actually said, you know, that it's not real coffee, etc. You know, using the coffee machine, and they have somewhat of a good point. But I have been using one of these things to use ground coffee in. You put your coffee in there and it gets going. But I thought I would give one of these a go, right here. Now, I've always wanted to get one of these since I got the other coffee machine. I was eyeballing one of these things for quite a few months actually, I think. I'm not sure, I could be lying, I don't know. But I think I was eyeballing one of these things. So I got, obviously, the cheapest one available. Yeah, I've already used it just to see if it works, flushed it through, etc., and you know, it's done its job. So let's have a little look at this thing. This thing is tiny, absolutely tiny. I don't know how to scale it. I mean, it's quite tiny. Put it this way, it's a little less tall than the coffee machine I've got over there, and I don't know how to scale it. It's just so small. I mean, get my microwave, look how small it is. I was expecting it a bit bigger, but anyway, because the pictures always make it look bigger. Anyway, so obviously what one of these are is basically one of these slow drip coffee machines, and the idea of it is that you put your water in, and then you put your ground coffee in the top here, and then you press a button and off it goes. It's very simple. And then when you're done, you can get out the little pot and pour it into a load of cups. Unfortunately, this model doesn't really have many cups. I think it's only a 2-cup machine because when it went up to here, I only managed to do 1 cup with it. So somebody tells me that you probably get 3 max out of it. On the side here, it says it can do up to 5 cups, laughingly. Let's have a look at that. 5 cups, even though the fact that it's not really a 5-cup machine, it's probably about 3 or 4, so it's not exactly, you know. And if you fill it too much, obviously it will leak out anyway, so probably a 3-cup machine. Anyway, the coffee I've already used in this is this. I got this obviously from the best shop in the world known as Home Bargains. I laugh at it most of the time, but anyway, this was supposed to have a strength of 4 on it, and actually it was weak as hell when I first did it, and I actually did fill it right to the top as well, which is a laugh. It says a full flavoured ground coffee for any time of the day, apparently. Actually, this coffee does smell a lot like this one from Tesco. And the reason why I think it smells a lot like this coffee is because I've had this obviously in the pod converter for my coffee machine, the other one. Now, it'll be interesting to see what this tastes like in this machine. Now, I don't know if it's weak because this machine is not so good, because this is my first one and I have no idea if I don't know which ones are pretty good out there, but anyway, I got it. And yes, this is French inspired, this one. I do like this coffee because it is really flavourful, and this one does taste a lot like a coffee shop I once went to, so that's interesting. I also got some Italian inspired coffee granules, or coffee, whatever the fuck you call it. Freshly grounded coffee, that's it. Now, it says this is a 4 strong and that's a 5 strong, but I don't think they are really that strong, to be fair. So we'll find out for ourselves if it's any better in this thing than it was in my other coffee machine. So I've used it already once, and as you can tell, my dishwasher didn't really do a very good job on it. Either that or it's going to be like that for the rest of its life now. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 24 hours, because that's when you drink coffee, right, in the morning, and we'll see what it's like. I'm obviously going to do it in this rig here, but normally what I like to do is put it where the coffee machine is, but I can't put it there because the Christmas lights are there and it's a stupid place to film it. So I thought it'd be easier where there's a lot of light. Right, good morning. I woke up a bit earlier, but I'm still going to make myself a cuppa, I believe. Sorry, this is what I'm like in the morning. Anyway, I haven't got a clue how you open up this packaging, but I've decided to go for the Italian, because it'll fucking wake me up. So, let's see what I have to do. Okay. I'm going to go scissors, fuck it. It's got a resealable thing anyway. That's what I use. Right, so let's see what this smells like. Well, that's quite strong actually. Sorry if this is wrong, but I literally don't have a clue what's going on with coffee grounded shit. So I'm filling it with this Italian shite. Using this resealable shit. That doesn't seem to be doing much resealing, to be honest, but let's see how it goes. Right, so I've put that in. I was going to use this spoon, but I use it to flatten it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to fill it up for 5 cups. Mostly because, you know, I want it to be enough, well, 2 drinks at least. So, this is not always natural, by the way. I wake up, you know, like this, but I have the radio on. Well, I can't because the copyright, and I've got 2 reasons I can't do that. Alright, let's fill this up. Fill this bitch up. That's 4. I'm using filtered water from the Zero Water. So, oh bollocks, I overfilled it. But anyway, let's turn it on and let's mix some Italiana. There's a button on the side. Let me quickly show you. There you are. So I thought I'd leave this running and stop and show you how fast and slow it is. Or slow it is, sorry. Already you can hear it bubbling. So let's quickly zoom into that. This Italian stuff smells really strong. And that's the make of it, by the way. God Morn. Quite laughingly funny. So as you can see, look, it's already doing it. Now, when I first started using this, it smelled a lot like the egg cooker when it's, you know, when it smells a lot like the egg cooker, where it was like really fucking terrible smell. You know, like metal heated wood. It's not amazing. But I bet eventually over time it gets better. Anyway, this is what it sounds like. Sounds like someone's ironing my shirt. Now to start with, I think I will be not using sugar or any of the coffee mate to start with, and then I will use sugar and coffee mate if I know. It's somewhat enough. But this is not just it. I'm going to tomorrow use it again, but I'm going to use it for the French inspired and see if there's a difference. Well, I can smell the Italian stuff and it smells a lot like the French stuff, so again, there's not much difference in coffee tasting. Now then, one thing I forgot to mention. Oh, I just noticed there's a bit of a smear on the lens. Oh, lovely. One thing I forgot to mention was that this also has a hot plate. This is the hot plate underneath, so it does keep it warm for a bit. It looks like it's done, even though the fact that, oh no, it's still dripping through. That's the thing, it's not a very good jug because it just condensates before it, you know, shows you much. But this was 20 quid after all, so I'm not expecting high miracles from this thing. I don't know if I should take it out now, to be honest, and it doesn't look like it's very full, to be honest. Not impressive coffee machine, to say the least, but you know, it does the job, I suppose. So let's see. No, I don't think I can take it out until it's completely done. The thing is, there's no beep or anything to confirm that it's finished. You just got to guess, and that's the problem with coffee pot machines. But anyway, screw it, I'm going to take it out now anyway. Okay, so I've got my lucky Powerland mug. Let's see what we got. Very nice hot thing. Leave it there to keep dripping. So I am, that's my own fault, I shouldn't have let it drip like that, but I'm impatient. Anyway, let's see what this is like. Doesn't look like it's done over pretty okay, but I guess. So let's see what it's like. Italian coffee. It's strong, but it needs some coffee, mate. I'm sorry. To all you people that drink it black, you know, perfect on you, but me personally, sorry. I don't like mine to taste like the coffee bean completely. So the great thing about this machine is, as well as many others, is it can actually keep the hot plate hot. Right, I've got some coffee made in. You can tell it's morning with the birds coming in. Oh, the silly twat, I forgot to dry up the spoon a bit. Oh great, so that's the coming up just while I'm doing the filming. Lovely, when it wasn't, you know. 1, 2, 3. Again, this is not my workstation, so obviously it's going to be full of sugar now. But I'm going to keep it here for now. Bollocks shut. Oh, as you tell, I'm not a morning person at all. I don't condemn to be one. Anyway, this is the Italian. Anyway, as I said, love this coffee machine. Love it to pieces. Let's see what it's like now. Much better. And not as weak, I don't think, as the this crap. So yeah, this is not amazing stuff. You know, I filled it to the brim in this coffee machine, which was a laugh, and it still was like very weak. But I'm going to have to try it again in this machine another time. And what I do is I edit in this video if it's tastes any better. I doubt it, but I do what I did and make it strong and make it up to 5 cups, etc. But yeah, as it stopped dripping. Yeah, it stopped dripping. So yeah, would that really make 5 cups? I've already made only 1 cup. So what does that tell you? We're good for serving maybe 3 people. Maybe. You can squeeze probably a third in there. Anyway. This is very nice coffee. Very strong, very nice coffee. I applaud the Italians for making this. Well, I don't think they made it, but I think it's Tesco making their own. Ah, shit. That's one disappointment to grounded coffee, and that is it goes everywhere when you don't know how to seal it properly. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be making this. I'm not going to make it a time lapse like before. It's a bit pointless, but I am going to show you the process of it, hopefully. So see you soon. So I thought I'd let you guys know that after every cup now, I flush it through with water, because the filter goes in my washing machine, dishwasher here, sorry, not washing machine, and I feel it doesn't always do a good job. So what I do is I flush it through with its own machine, and it seems to work pretty well. Now, before I did the Italian coffee, I did this process yesterday night after the footage. So, after that footage when I showed it off. So, you know, I do clean it out and I do flush it through to make sure. So, there you go, I do it, and look at it, it's actually doing it faster than it was before. Right, so I'm going to make another coffee. I was going to do it in the morning, but I'll probably try this one more time and show that in action. But I want to try some of this French inspired in this machine, so I will allow criticism as usual about stuff. I know I poured that a bit too gingerly, but yeah, what can you do? Anyway, I've already filled it. Let's turn it on and let's get some coffee brewing. Awesome. Yeah, so I've decided to have this because it's French and apparently it's good with food or whatever, so I decided to have a cup. I'm going to be so buzzing after this, but I just wanted to get this video out of the way a little bit because, yeah, video at a coffee machine is good and all, but after a while, I don't know. Oh well, you can't rush it too much. But anyway, who cares anyway? I mean, you know, I'm making this video because I want to show you a proper way to make coffee, apparently. But yeah, I'm making now the French inspired because, you know, I fancied one. I don't know why, just fancied one. So I'm gonna have that, and then we'll see if it does taste nice. Okay, make this take 2 because I fucked up. Something happened, it leaked everywhere. So let's try again. Let's just hope, it works. Surprisingly, it didn't pop the bloody breaker or anything. No, it didn't. Of course it wouldn't. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. If it does it again and it leaks everywhere, well, that's it. I'm getting a better coffee machine, and you're gonna see it on video, because not just the filter is stained, but holy shit, what a pain in the ass to clean. Right, so far it's not leaking, which is good. I think I know what's happened. I think what's happened is I didn't put the craft in, or whatever it's called, and obviously it went a bit nuts and it dribbled everywhere, and I was scared the glass was actually gonna explode at one point. Also, annoyingly, I thought maybe the glass or whatever it is that's in there has a hole in it. Anyway, I put it under tap water and everything, and I didn't see any leaks, so yeah. Turns out it was probably my error. But we all make mistakes here at Jitters Free Time. But it could also be the fact that I put too much of the shit in. I really overfilled the fucking filter to the brim. This time I've put it like 3/4 of the way. So I know how dense this stuff is, so it was my own problem to blame. So I'm gonna now taste this coffee. Right, so the good news is it didn't leak everywhere. Must be my own error. Again, you always get errors with these new technologies. You always get shouted in the comments for it. But well, most of us do. I'm not sure. But it's finishing now. It's trying to drip all the remaining stuff out of the filter. As I said earlier on, yeah, the filter is annoying. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but the first time I used it, it actually stained it. And I don't know if that's a good idea for it to stain like that. Is it gonna, make all the other coffees, infected by the flavour or something? I don't know. I mean, I have heard that it can happen, but I never believed it. Anyway, it looks like it's stopped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off the socket, because I'm only having 1 cup. Right, so I'm doing this off camera. I don't know if you can see me. Hello. I'm going to pour some in. Well, the good news is it seems to be working again. Either I didn't put it in properly or something. I'm going to have what I normally have with it. I'm going to put sugar in, obviously, and many other things. So, got this. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be so buzzing after this, aren't I? And then eventually this is going back in its cubby hole and stuff like that. So just that out. Right, let's get some coffee mate in this. I haven't got much coffee mate left. Anyway, it's actually kind of good that I'm running out of coffee mate, because fuck me. That's a lot more than I thought. This must be very boring for you, I do apologise, but I wanted to get this video out there about, making good coffee. Not really, I was just bored as fuck. Loneliness takes on us all. Anyway, a bit browner as I normally have it, but let's have a little go and see what the French inspired tastes like in a coffee machine. Is it really worth the wait, or is the coffee pod was a bit better? I don't know. I've tasted this before, so it's a lot more stronger. Yeah, the French inspired beats the Italian one. The Italian one was just overpowering in my opinion, and just not great. The only problem with this coffee machine is that you got a lot of mess to clean after you're done with it, and it's very hot as well. You've got to deal with that shit. So yeah, this sucks really. It's the only thing I'm disappointed with coffee machines about. But yeah, let's dump that shit out. I should put it in actually a coffee bin, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do that, because I'm not supposed to put it down the sink, are you? So put it in there for now. So I've got that to clean up, and then we'll see if this cheap stuff is any better. But I got a lot to clean now. Put it in the dishwasher and before I head off to Mackie D's. I still got to wait for my a phone call yet about this property getting inspected, and it's been taking the fucking piss for about 2 or 3 times now. It's really pissed me off. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I moved the coffee machine in its original place. It's not a permanent place, this though. I always like put it away and then bring it back out whenever I need it, because this is not going to be a thing that's going to be used mostly all the time, I don't think. So unlike that stays there, this is one that doesn't stay permanently here. Anyway, I'm making the cheap shit, and I filled it to the brim. I know that's a bit bad, but you know, and I want to do it with 5 cups so we can get the full strong flavour and see if this coffee is any good. I mean, I tried it before and it was weak, but that's because I was a bit ginger with the way I served this stuff. So it's nearly run out anyway, so if it's shit, but we'll find out. And this is what we meant when we say this coffee machine is probably a bag of arse. I mean, look at it. I mean, this wouldn't do very well in a coffee shop, this machine. It really wouldn't. It basically it stopped halfway through this fucking stuff right here. What do you call it? It's early in the morning. No, I don't know what the fuck it is. 9:37 anyway. To me this is early anyway. Yeah, this was stuck at halfway. It's like going, oh great, it's done it again. But at least it didn't, you know, spill onto the hot plate and decide to be a pain in the arse. Yeah, it did that as soon as I removed it. So this thing here that has a stopper is a bag of arse, because it doesn't really stop the overflowage, which it's supposed to. So I've got a mess to fucking clean up, but I'm not doing that until later. And I've dumped all the coffee granules in there. Maybe I overfilled it a little bit, but come on, you can overfill most of these machines without it going nuts. Anyway, as soon as I pulled it out, it started to come out, and then I put it back under with the craft, or whatever you call that thing, and it filled it back up, but I only used part of the drink, to say the least, because I'm not gonna remake this and, you know, other things. So let's see. And yes, you're gonna see my Christmas tree in the background, if you notice that from the other shot. Also, another problem with this is the filter that comes with this machine is a bit of a bag of arse as well, because it stains quite easily. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or not, but that's happened. And the other problem is it's hard to clean compared to most coffee machines, and I don't know, it doesn't feel well built. So I might have to go to Tesco and get a better one in the new year, because this, I don't know, it doesn't look very good to me. Not very good at all. And considering I only poured it gingerly, it did pretty poor. I mean, it could have done better. Anyway, what does this taste? Oh yeah, and that's another thing. This is supposed to be a filter, right here, and it's not really a good filter because obviously some of the granules have gone through, got into the coffee as well, and that's not a good sign. I'm not supposed to have that. So let's try this coffee. I haven't got no milk either. Yeah, that tastes like arse. I'm not having that. The coffee machine is shit. I mean, it's a nice looking machine. It somewhat did the job for a few times, but yeah, it does taste like a stronger coffee now. I'm not gonna fault this. I'm gonna fault the coffee machine because it didn't do a very good job. I'm not doing it again because it'll probably taste the same. So yeah, not bad, I guess. Probably have milk with it because it works better off. But yeah, this thing is probably a big bag of arse. If you see this on Amazon, avoid it. Get a proper machine. This is not 100%, in my opinion. It's hard to clean. The fucking thing keeps breaking on you and stops halfway through for some reason. I haven't got a clue why. And yeah, this is just to prove that the filtration doesn't really work very well. Can you see that? Some granules in there. It's just awful coffee machine. I had to clean it twice now, just to make one decent cup out of the damn thing. So it's safe to say it's not 100%, and I can see why I'll probably be sticking to the pod coffee because it's less mess than this shit. I mean, why would you want to keep doing this every day? This is ridiculous. Even with a coffee machine like that, you won't want to keep fucking around for a decent cuppa. You would want to just make your coffee, pop the pod in the bin, or even not even have pods, just have the good old fashioned, granules, because they disappear and there's less granules in that than there is in this coffee machine. So I'm not going to say that real coffee is a bit mental. I'm just saying it is nice, but the problem with coffee machines such as the one I just showed is they're a bitch to clean. They really are a bitch to clean. I might have to get a different machine, but this machine is arse compared to maybe other ones out there that are better. But yeah, I am considering visiting this video again. I'm going to make this a part 1 because I'm not finished with this. This machine I think is a 4 out of 10. It's a piece of garbage compared to the others. It says it makes 5 cups, it makes 2, hardly that. The fucking thing left granules and shit in my cup of coffee, which wasn't very pleasant. Unless I've put too much in, but it's supposed to be full up, I'm sure. I've seen people pour this shit in and have perfect measurements, for God's sake. And I don't know, it just doesn't smell very good when it's working for the first time. It smells like fucking eggs and arse. So yeah, we'll be revisiting this very shortly. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.